Hey friends, welcome back. Samsung's Galaxy Z Fold 6 has been out for a few months now, and it has settled in, whether it's dissatisfaction that it didn't take many risks, or astonishment at how Samsung has polished its take on the foldable concept. Yes, it has settled in. And now, Google has introduced its own Pixel 9 Pro Fold. It's officially the Pixel Fold 2, but Google wanted to assure us that it is not separate from the Pixel 9 Pro line and will receive the same software treatment and feature updates, we hope. So, how do these flashy new foldables compare to each other? The good news is that we're not comparing apples to oranges here. The Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold and Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6 are actually different gadgets that provide distinct experiences. It's time to see which one is right for you. Google uses a somewhat different approach when designing its foldables. While Samsung insists on keeping the cover screen small to make it easier to use with one hand and a single thumb, Google stretches out the Pixel Fold to make it broader and thinner. In other words, it feels more like a regular smartphone when closed. To be honest, the Pixel 9 Pro Fold is somewhat smaller and taller than last year's Pixel Fold. The cover screen is now 20:9, which is consistent with the majority of regular flagship phones on the market. The iPhone, for example, has 19.5:9 displays. The new Pixel 9 Pro Fold is also thinner than the previous year's model. All of this to imply that, when folded, the Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold feels more like a regular smartphone, definitely less of a brick than the Galaxy Z Fold 6. The latter has a tall and narrow 22:9 cover screen that can feel cramped, especially if you use a case with a protective lip around the bezel. It's certainly made for quick glances and swipe typing with one finger rather than truly delving in. That's what the main display is for. Last year's Pixel Fold featured a decent hinge, but it received some criticism for its poor spring action. A Pixel Fold wouldn't open completely flat until you forced it, which wasn't ideal. But the Pixel 9 Pro Fold feels fantastic, perhaps a little tighter and more reassuring than the Galaxy Z Fold 6, even. Maybe we're just imagining it because it feels new and different. Both of these are top-tier mechanical items. Google has not upgraded its ingress protection. The Pixel 9 Pro Fold is IPX8 water-resistant, however the Galaxy Z Fold 6 is now IP48 rated for minimal particle protection in addition to water resistance. The Pixel 9 Pro Fold has a new camera module on the back, which is a large square rather than a visor and has been shifted to the upper left corner of the phone's back. So, if you despised the horizontal strip on the previous Pixel phones, this one is different. The Z Fold 6 also contains a triple lens array, which is not very compact. It's safe to say that neither of these phones will lie flat on a table unless they're outfitted with a thick case. The smaller, thinner Pixel 9 Pro Fold is lighter than before, but still a touch heavy at 257 grams. The Galaxy Z Fold 6 is relatively light for a foldable, weighing in at 239 grams. The Pixel 9 Pro Fold's launch colors are rather conservative, obsidian and porcelain, which are essentially black and white. The Galaxy is available in silver, navy, pink, black, and white. For biometrics, both of these phones have a fingerprint scanner in the power button. So, we kinda know what we're getting into here: OLED panels all around, inside and out on both phones. Obviously, Samsung has been developing its own AMOLED screens for some time, and it is now accepting orders from other manufacturers, including Google. Okay, then what are the screen differences? The Galaxy Z Fold 6 features a 6.3-inch cover screen with a 120Hz refresh rate and a 22:9 approximate aspect ratio, as well as a 7.6-inch main screen with a 120Hz refresh rate and an approximate aspect ratio of 22:18. The Pixel 9 Pro Fold responds in kind, featuring a 6.3-inch external display at 120Hz and a 20:9 aspect ratio. Inside, it has a main screen that is nearly square-shaped, 20 minutes and 20.8 seconds ratio, and around 8 inches diagonal. The Pixel 9 Pro Fold features a 120Hz Actua display with a peak brightness of 2700 nits. The main panel is a 120Hz Super Actua display with a peak brightness of 2700 nits. The Galaxy Z Fold 6 provides a comparable experience with dynamic AMOLED X2 displays that both run at 120Hz and have a peak brightness of 2600 nits. Gorilla Glass Victus 2 protects the cover screens of the Pixel 9 Pro Fold and the Galaxy Z Fold 6. Google continues to make its own silicon for their phones, which is admirable. The Tensor has reached its G4 generation this year, but our expectations for performance are not high. Google boasted 17% faster app startup and 20% faster online surfing than previously, as well as improved energy efficiency when shooting photos and binge-watching YouTube. However, if you are all about sheer power, the Galaxy Z Fold 6 with Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 mobile platform for Galaxy would most certainly outperform the Pixel 9 Pro Fold in terms of performance. However, Google's Android will include a slew of exclusive AI capabilities, ranging from new camera tricks to greater interaction between Gemini and the Assistant. And Google will claim that this is where the Tensor G4's power rests. The benchmarks demonstrate as much. The Tensor G4 only comes close to the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 in single-core performance, which is fine for single-tasking apps but not for these phones, which are designed for multitasking. And in the 3D Mark testing, even the Z Fold 6's lowest score was greater than the Pixel 9 Pro Fold's highest score. That is a huge disparity. For software, both run Android 14, although Samsung has the One UI interface layered on top of that Android. With special features to get you started with split-screen multitasking, S Pen support, Dex to transform it into a mobile desktop workstation, S Health, Samsung Wallet, and all of the other tricks that Samsung has been developing for years. We call stock Android on the Pixel, but that's not quite right. Google has also given its own phone specific special privileges, such as special assistant functions like Guide My Call, call screening, and more. The same goes with Gemini. While Google intends to bring Gemini AI to all Android phones, the Pixels will serve as a testbed for new capabilities. There's also the Pixel Studio image production tool and the new Screenshots app, which uses AI to understand and organize your screenshots. Both companies promise 7 years of software updates for these high-end phones, which is great for peace of mind. It's worth emphasizing that because Android is Google's brainchild, Pixels receive upgrades quite fast and on time. Samsung has improved significantly over the years, and the meme Android 15 is out. This means Samsung is getting Android 14 this year, is no longer relevant. The Pixel 9 line of devices also supports SOS calling via satellite, and the first 2 years of service are free. The Pixel 9 Pro Fold may carry the Pro designation, but Google wasn't able to pack as much camera technology as the standard Pixel 9 Pro. That is, it has a 48-megapixel main camera, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide, and a 10.5-megapixel 5x telephoto camera with a super residential zoom of up to 20x. That's similar to the specifications of the Z Fold 6, which has a 50-megapixel main, 12-megapixel ultra-wide, and 10-megapixel 3x telephoto camera with a maximum digital zoom of 30x. That's a little strange because all other Pixel 9 smartphones have brand new cameras that are reportedly the greatest Google has ever had. The Pixel 9 Pro Fold, despite its Pro designation, has last year's specifications. However, so does the Galaxy Z Fold 6. Nonetheless, Samsung's latest picture processing improved the Z Fold 6's camera performance. So the Pixel 9 Pro Fold might surprise us yet. The jury is out till we have thoroughly tested it. If you're using one of these phones as a camera, there's not much to complain about. When we compare them, we can observe some variances in color science. Samsung will always be Samsung, which means greens are heightened and skies may appear artificial at times. In a different direction, the Pixel has a magenta tinge and significantly less contrast, which has been a distinctive style for several years. In terms of detail, the Samsung typically produces crisper lines, although there have been a few instances where the Pixel sharpen objects somewhat better. The Galaxy Z Fold 6 genuinely shines at night, with clearer details, more contrast, and more brilliant colors. The Pixel 9 Pro Fold photographs begin to appear washed out, yellowish, and generally less engaging. When zoomed in at 10x, the Z Fold 6's 3x camera appears to be tapped out. The software post-processing attempted some deception here, smudging a blue hue all over the sign, a color that isn't there and is clearly a massive glob of noise reduction, and attempting to make sense of what the object is. The Pixel 9 Pro Fold boasts a 5x zoom lens, making it an excellent starting point. At 10x, we get clearer, more legible details. The Galaxy Z Fold 6 appears to process its ultra-wide pictures more thoroughly, resulting in a more spectacular image with more contrast, brighter colors, and clearer details. It's just more entertaining and dynamic, whereas the Pixel 9 Pro Fold ultra-wide image is just kind of there. Not bad, informational, but not impressive. The Galaxy's proclivity to increase specific colors and dynamics may result in selfies that are overly vivid or have incorrect skin tones. The Pixel 9 Pro Fold's colors are closer to reality, but its details are noticeably softer. The Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold now has a 4650 mAh battery, which is smaller than the original Pixel Fold's 4821 mAh cell. It is too early to remark on endurance, although Google claims that the Tensor G4 is more energy efficient than previous models. The Galaxy Z Fold 6 has a 4400 mAh battery, and while it's not a marathon runner, we're confident it'll get us through the day. In keeping with the single-core score above, we can observe that when the Pixel does simple tasks, such as running a web script that repeatedly scrolls over reloading web pages, it can outperform the Galaxy Z Fold 6. However, the Samsung phone outperforms it in naturally harder workloads, such as streaming an endless YouTube playlist or playing 3D games. The Pixel 9 Pro Fold charges with 21 Watt on the cable, despite some deceptive marketing claims indicating up to 37 watts. The Z Fold 6 generates 25 Watt of power. As a result, both of these phones charge at roughly the same speed. For wireless charging, the Pixel 9 Pro Fold charges with 7.5 Watt of electricity, while the Z Fold 6 supports the current 15 Watt fast standard. Which one should you buy? This is a challenging question. Both of these phones have fantastic features as well as some disadvantages that are perplexing. The Z Fold 6 still has a lot going for it, thanks to S Pen compatibility and Samsung DeX. If you're acquiring a foldable for productivity reasons, the DeX feature is a pleasant extra to have, even if you don't use it very often. However, you should carefully examine the type of external screen you want on your foldable. Samsung insists that it be narrow so that you have a cause to open the phone and use the main display. A foldable phone, according to Samsung, should be a 2-in-1 device that can be used with both hands. The Pixel, on the other hand, has a large exterior display, so much so that you may go days without opening the phone at all. You might ask yourself, why did I even spend $1,799 on a foldable? And when you open it up, it's incredibly useful for split screen, articles, and video conversations. But there will always be a part of you that wonders, is this all there is? Samsung fills that hole with S Pen support and DeX via external monitor. Add in the fact that the Galaxy Z Fold S6 processor outperforms Google's Tensor G4, and you can see why we prefer the Galaxy Z Fold 6 in this comparison. And, in that camera comparison, the Z Fold 6 ultimately won out in the majority of cases. We can definitely see the draw of the Pixel 9 Pro Fold, with its special Gemini and Pixel Studio capabilities, and we'll be using it for the next few weeks to see if anything changes. It's still slim, stylish, and attractive. We're now handing Samsung a soft win. That's it for today. Appreciate you watching. Let us know in the comments which foldable you prefer, the new Pixel 9 Pro Fold or the Galaxy Z Fold 6. Stay tuned for more in-depth reviews and tech insights. See you in the next one.